What's up, everyone? I'm Brandon,
I'm Ryan.
and this is Brandon and Ryan Game Talk.
Yeah, do I
Yeah, I always
the right
I
way?
actually pointed the right
That one?
direction the first time there. So this is our
I
weekly
don't know if I did.
Twitch show where we talk about video game news from the previous week, games we've been playing, questions you're asking, and a lot of other tangenty shit. So get ready for that. I'll post it later on YouTube that day. You can find us on Twitter. I'm LRD Brandon. He is Dark Siren 89 on Twitter and Instagram. That's all you use,
Everywhere.
right? Yeah, YouTube
Yeah,
is Laird
Twitter and
Brandon as
Instagram.
well.
But
But
you
every
can
Sunday,
find me.
10 a.m. on Twitch.tv/ Laird Brandon. Yeah, Wii U was a
Absolutely.
decent console. We were talking about the Wii U before.
I have a confession to make. I have never played the Wii U.
I mean, you're not. There's a lot of people that haven't played the Wii U. So.
I know. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever like touched one. Like I've just never like hands-on anything.
Most of
Was
the
never. What?
most of
Go
the
for it.
games that were exclusive and awesome on Wii U are on the Switch now. So
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that isn't is Super Mario 3D Land, I believe, or 3D World, which is one of the rumored Mario games
Thanks,
that are
Tifro.
coming out. Not a minority. Yeah, what is it? It's Super Mario 3D Land, I think, which is really fun. It's a 4-player 3D world. Okay. So that's like the only big amazing exclusive that hasn't been ported to Switch yet or had a sequel on Switch. So like Splatoon was first on Wii U and they just made Splatoon 2. Mario Maker was on Wii U and then Mario Maker 2. That sort of thing. But they brought over Mario Kart 8 was amazing. And then Smash Ultimate is very similar to Smash on Wii U, just with more characters, more stages. So that's just kind of a big sequel to it. They brought over Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. They brought over New Super Mario Brothers. I don't remember what else there is. There are some good party games for it that I have. Like there's Wii Party, which is made by the Mario Party people, but it uses Mii's. But the mini games and shit are fun, and it's board games and shit. So that one I played a
Cool.
lot. That's good. But like Breath of the Wild's on there, which I actually started playing Breath of the Wild on Wii U because I didn't have a Switch, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait, and then I changed my mind, so I sold the Wii U version and then when I bought a Switch, and then just started Breath of the Wild over.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
like
the
I'm not
rumor
missing
is
much anyways.
that 3D World is getting ported with these Mario announcements that were rumored to happen at E3 that are now delayed and getting announced sometime. Who knows when the fuck?
Oh,
No.
great.
I'm trying to think what games I would even have for it now. The coolest one that I still haven't played, which I do have, I actually played some multiplayer of it, is Zombie U, where your inventory and shit's all on the tablet, and the game doesn't pause. So like you're looking at your tablet and like zombies can be attacking you. But there's a cool multiplayer mode where one person just uses the Pro Controller, and then one person spawns zombies and enemies with the tablet controller trying to kill the other player. And I actually played that a lot, so we should do that sometime. I'll bust out
Yeah,
my
that
Wii
would
U,
be
because
cool.
that's actually really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, but otherwise the Wii U's fine.
Sounds like
It's-
I'm not missing much, so I'm
It's
not
kind
too
of
worried about it.
it's like cheap. So it's like the Switch is like the actual nice tech version of what they wanted to do with the Wii U, because you could pull the tablet out and play most games just on that. which
Like
is-
they pushed it too soon almost.
It feels like kiddie, like it feels like a toy,
Yeah.
not like a nice piece of tech.
Like one of those, what are they called? Like leapfrog tablets
yeah,
for kids.
that's exactly what it is. It's that's exactly what it feels like.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just called Zombie with an I now. It's on consoles too. They gave it away for PlayStation Plus at one point, but it doesn't have the tensity or the multiplayer mode because of the tablet controller. Isn't a thing anywhere else. Oh yeah, I forgot Kool-Aid even had a Wii U.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure last time I talked to Streaky about it, he had never even hooked it up.
Yikes.
But there's some good
Well,
stuff on
I
it.
mean,
But you can't find one, so if you ever want to play that Zombie U multiplayer mode, a good fucking look. You have to be friends with me.
that's like, oh yeah, Benny with the Wii U. Like, I bought my Xbox One S and played The Witcher on it, and then sold it to my brother because I bought a PlayStation.
Yeah, the only reason
Xbox anymore.
the only reason you have one is because you won it, right? Like you wouldn't have. Bought one
Yeah,
again.
I sold it to get rid of my Xbox, and then I won that one, and I was like, I guess I just have to have an Xbox. Fuck.
Yeah.
Uh,
Life finds a way, you know. I mean, maybe Halo Infinite will be amazing, and we'll be like, hell yeah.
will bring me back into the Halo fold.
Yeah.
No.
I still like the idea of streaming all the Halos at some point. You have Game Pass, right?
I do have Game Pass.
Yeah, so we could do that because you can play them all online now. Go up.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'd be
All
down
right.
for
Let's
starting
get
fresh.
into some news. Games find a way. Exactly. So,
Yes.
first story, everything Microsoft showed during today's Xbox Series X event, which was on Thursday, which we watched. It was underwhelming, but there was some cool shit. They
That
also
was like,
got hit with backlash because they didn't show as much gameplay as they had kind of advertised, which pissed people off.
well, and I think something that happens too often, not just in the gaming community, but any fandom,
Mhm.
is like people hyped themselves up for
Yeah.
promises they made in their own heads. Like, oh my God, they're gonna show Halo. Like nobody said that.
Well, and they said they
You know what
weren't
I mean?
showing
Like,
Halo. They said this is
yeah,
just third-party gameplay reveals running on Series X
yeah.
hardware.
And people like were expecting to see these things,
Yeah.
and
I was
then they
expecting
were
to
bummed
see
out.
more gameplay because they advertise it as a
Right.
gameplay stream, and then at the start they're like, "This is all stuff in-game engine," but it wasn't like it was coy.
Somebody
And
got behind the controls.
I wish they wouldn't have said it was gameplay. I wish they would have just been
Hmm.
like, "We're going to show some Series X games, some third-party games,"
Yeah.
and not said gameplay because that set expectations wrong. And then like you said, people run away with it, and they're like, "Oh hell yeah!" Especially because Valhalla teased a gameplay trailer, and that was not really.
That was incredibly underwhelming.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I remember where you and I talked about it, right? Like we both watched it. We're like, that was not gameplay. There was no way. But like you said,
Exactly. Yep.
it was just so.
All right, so I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
go through this list. What do we got? Okay, I thought this was in
did
a better order.
anybody else watch these trailers? Tivril or oh yeah, Benny? Because if you
Maybe
haven't,
Tivril.
you should.
Okay, so we'll go through the list. Yakuza Like a Dragon, new Yakuza game launching. I think that's gonna be a launch title. They said. The Yakuza's Yakuza.
Yeah,
It's good.
I've never played any of them.
Dylan's played a bunch of them. They seem cool. I've never really played them though.
Yeah, I know he's into them. With intrigues me.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That actually looked really cool. The gameplay looks
Also
really
never
cool.
played.
The gameplay on the first one, well, it's a old PC exclusive that's kind of buggy because like the team was small and they didn't have a lot of funding. It's gained a lot of ground, and a lot of elements from it have transferred to newer games because it's very decision heavy. The gameplay's
Okay.
just rough around the edges, which is what's hard. Um, I played the first few hours of it actually last year, and it was cool, and the story was really cool, but the combat is rough. So I'm hoping this one is cool, and the combat looks better. So the Ascent, I do not remember what that one is. What was the Ascent?
That one I made a note of. I believe I did.
Cyberpunk RPG. That's not Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I think it was the top-down dungeon crawler style, cyberpunk.
God.
Whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I don't remember. Wait, why is this? Oh, the trailer's in like the church. Wait, where'd you go? Did we lose Ryan? Yeah, I don't think they really showed gameplay for this, right? Gaming console in development. Yeah, oh, seems story based. Where'd Ryan go? Where'd he go? Hello? Yeah, okay, he's gone, right? Hold on. Where is he? Let's see. Maybe I need to recall him. Where's the player? There's been a murder. Whoa, shit, that's not right. Okay. Do you need me to recall you? It says you're in the call still. We have some technical difficulties with Game Chat currently. You can see yourself? What the shit? I'm just gonna disconnect the call and recall you. Let's do that. All right, we'll be right back. Oh, wait. Wait. Is that you? Whoa, now it's just me. Okay, so that was him disconnecting, I'm assuming. Can you... I don't know if he can just reconnect to the call. All right. I don't know if I'm going to disappear. Yeah, it's Discord. Welcome to the Brandon Show. All right.
That's fine. Am I back?
You're back, yeah.
Are we here?
Yeah, I just need to redo some capture shit because it is no longer capturing the correct window.
Penny's here.
Why you gotta disappear, man?
Say hi, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
She does not like my headphones on my head.
Why is that? There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Can I minimize this? I cannot minimize that. That just freezes us. There we go. Is this one still working? Okay. Alright. It's all fixed. Don't disappear again.
I'll try not to. It wasn't me. I was just hanging out.
Alright, so yeah, the Ascent seems cool. They didn't show like any gameplay. That was just like a trailer. A CG trailer. What else we got on this list? Scorn, was that like alien looking?
Yeah.
Apparently that game got unveiled like 7 years ago. I found some old gameplay of it. Which
isn't it on
Yeah.
Steam or something?
Yeah.
It's in early access or whatever.
Yep. Which I thought was different. I had never heard of it. It seems cool. I'm not super into it.
I'm really excited.
Well,
I don't know. I don't usually get into horror games, but I think this one piqued my interest for some reason.
That one, seeing that it's actually a shooter, like you get guns, makes me more interested. But I don't know. That'll be a wait and see once it comes out kind of a thing for me.
Yeah.
Call of the Sea? I don't even remember that one. 1930s.
That was the
game?
one. Yeah, that was the one. You play as this woman searching for her husband because he went off on his little adventure, and it seems very, I don't want to say whimsical necessarily, but like they show like some things like you just see hands, like that's the point of view. You can see the hands every so often, and like at one point they're like creature from the blue lagoon, like monster hands, like swamp monster hands. That's the one. It just seems like a little story driven
like exploration
linear
kinda
game.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks cool. It's also on my list.
Okay.
Like short and quick, but
what the fuck was the other one that I was just gonna say? Dirt 5, if you're into racing. Looks like more dirt. Or across the
only if I can have decals like the trucks at the house next door.
Oh man. Yeah, those BTB trucks. Those were rough.
Yes.
Fucking big truck boys. Yeah, I'm not into dirt. I know people are. Cody loves dirt.
Yeah, I'm not.
There was... What was this? A Scarlet Nexus? Is that the anime one?
Yes. Yep, that's the one that they're revamping for console or whatever.
Okay. That one was like the anime looking one, right? Is that right?
Yeah. Like I watched the trailer, so I don't know anything about that. I guess it's the thing, but I watched the trailer and then did a little research afterwards, and then I got a little more excited for it.
The trailer was cool. Those games are harder for me to get into. The closest thing, I don't think this one, I don't remember if it was an action game, but I've played some Astral Chain on Switch, and it's fun. It's very anime, but it's fun. That's a Platinum Games, so it's action, combat, and shit. What else we got? There was the Assassin's Creed Valhalla thing. It looks cool. It was still just kind of CG-y. It was running in an engine, so you kind of get some ideas of what you can do. So he's throwing some hand axes, which is badass, which I'm excited about. Nothing super notable from that trailer otherwise, right?
No,
I'm still excited for Valhalla. Like, I'm stoked for that game.
Yeah, they didn't release any new information, any like names, like nothing. We know nothing. We saw the visuals basically.
Yeah.
But there's no details of anything.
I don't think we'll see. We'll see like a big gameplay reveal at Ubisoft's whatever digital conference they're gonna do in place of E3. That's when they usually do their big like, here's fucking 10 minutes of gameplay. We're out. We're doing a quest. We're doing some ship stuff. You get some more character interaction, which is how they always do it, which is awesome. So like, we have that to look forward to in the next month or so. I assume they'll do it in June, but who knows? The one I'm most excited about is the co-op game, Second Extinction. Which we'll see. I'll probably just bring up the trailer for everyone to watch.
Yeah, like really excited. I'm hoping it's like a... I think I'm excited because it's new. It's something like different. You know, it looks
cool.
Not your yeah.
Like the environments look cool. They look a little empty, which, I mean, these aren't like full most of these aren't like full super AAA games. But like I do like that it's open because it's, you know, a planet like Earth has fallen.
Yeah, it has to be though, because like you're not doing like battle royale with other people. They're fucking dinosaurs.
Right.
So it kind of makes sense. Yeah, the dinosaurs are badass.
I hope the emptiness feel is actually good and doesn't make me play it less. But the game looks pretty, and like the dismemberment of these dinosaurs is fucking sick.
Yeah, I can't wait to know more about like the different options of guns and abilities as individual players, like what kind of team we can build.
Yeah.
Because some of these guns, like that one light machine gun, looks badass. Just lay waste.
Yeah. Cancel. Yeah. So that's the one I was most excited about, seeing that trailer.
My most exciting one, if you want to pull up the trailer, Bright Memory Infinite.
Is that the shooter right at the beginning?
The first person shooter, yeah, the first one, yeah.
Why is that not in this article?
Ooh, that's...
God damn it, Kotaku. Alright, I'll just find it.
Yeah, I'm like really stoked though.
That one looks
for
cool.
A lot of these.
That one I'm thinking, the only thing that doesn't worry me, I guess, is it just might be a shorter game, which is fine. Because it's made by one person, and like official Series X next gen trailer. Here we go. Why is it not? Why is it capturing? Oh god, that's what. No. Hold on. I opened a different tab, or a different window completely, and that's what fucked it up. Okay. Now we're good. So this is what they opened it with. And it's like, I can't believe this game is made by one person. Like, I don't know if that's like it started as one person and now he's got a team, but like, this game is pretty.
Well, and I thought it was interesting that they opened with this one.
I thought it was going to be Call of Duty. Like, honestly, I thought this was going to be like Black Ops 5, because that's Treyarch is making the one this year, which they're not happy about, but
it just looks so...
But then you had swords and shit, so I'm like, oh, this is not Call of Duty. They wouldn't have swords.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it just looks, like you said, it's a beautiful environment, but it's...
You got grappling hooks.
This trailer is graceful, and, like, it just looks smooth, which I'm hoping the gameplay is.
But then there's, like, a fucking Spartan with a sword and shield in here? Like, what? And then you're swording him up? Grappling hook?
But he's, like, not... He's,
Cut
like,
him in
obviously, like, an undead kind of warrior. Yeah, like, freezing him? Like, what is that? So cool.
So I hope this game is, like, in depth, and it's not just, like, 5 levels of you can do all this shit, you know? I mean, if it is that, it'll still be cool. I don't know. Do you think time travel's a part of it? You think there's some time travel shit happening?
Oh.
That's what I thought when this car pulled up. I thought it was like a DeLorean time machine. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, because of, I guess I didn't think of that because, like, of the environment like that looked like an old school village.
There was a different trailer or a different thing that popped up when I searched this. It showed like the first 18 minutes of Bright Memory gameplay on PC.
Whoa.
So there's an 18-minute gameplay trailer that came out the same day. It's on IGN, so
I might have to throw that up later.
I'll have to check that after the show. But yeah, I forgot about that one. But that one does look really, really cool.
That's top of my list for excitement. So hopefully it doesn't let me down.
Right. So it's developed by FYQD, a one-man studio. So I don't know. Back to the Future Reloaded. Who's chicken now?
Yes.
It's so great. I've been watching the Back to the Futures recently. I need to watch 3 now. I watched 2 last weekend and 1 the weekend before. So, God, they're so good. The first one especially is fucking amazing. 2 is really good too, and I know I like 3 as well. But man, Back to the Future 1's fucking, so good. Also, Michael J. Fox is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, that's the shit from the Series X event that I want to talk about. I don't have anything else.
Nah, there wasn't. I feel like it's going to be 50-50. Like, half the games are going to be a letdown or, like, feel unfinished, and then the other half.
Yeah, or they're just going to be smaller and not, like, make a big splash. Like, they'll come out and it'll be like, this game's good.
It's like the tip of the iceberg for Xbox. Like, they had to... They're announcing so much more than PlayStation, and I feel like maybe some of these were pushed out just to...
And they're not showing
fine.
their first party shit until July. Is when they said we'll see Halo Infinite gameplay. So I don't know.
Which is fine.
All right, so this is news that I'm excited about. I don't know if you'll be excited about it, but this is from IGN. Joe Scrubbles. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be shorter and smaller than Odyssey to address the bloat criticism. It's still going to be huge. So, like, don't think this is going to be a fucking 10-hour Assassin's Creed. So it's basically that people thought, a lot of people, myself included, I did like the side quests and shit in Odyssey. There's just so much that it's overwhelming. So they're kind of trimming the fat and making the side quests more... trying to make every quest more meaningful, I guess, as opposed to having tons of quests in general. Because Odyssey did have a lot of good side quests. But you'll know that more than me, because you've actually played, like, all of them.
Yeah. Every fucking inch of that game. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down for that. I'm kind of excited about that. Not. I mean, I get it. There's some side quests, like especially now in like Origins, where it's like running back and forth. That gets old, and I just wish.
Yeah, it
they
does.
could do some other kind of fluff instead of like literally just back and forth. Or make them quicker. Like somebody gives me a quest, and then as soon as I get to the point and like do whatever, then I'm done. I don't have to go turn it in. I don't have to.
Yeah, like you can like remotely turn it in somehow or something.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that'll be all right because I know there was a lot of criticism. I don't mind it because open world RPGs are my favorite game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it a lot, but it's not really a problem. It's just that there's so many video games. It's like, I don't want these 15 extra hours of side quests.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do. It's really weird because sometimes I'm all about it. I want more, even if they are like filler quests. So I don't know. Because like with Black Flag and other Assassin's Creed games and then other big games in general like Fallout, like I love constant side quests. If they're not the fucking... There were stupid side quests in Fallout 4, so that's not good. Yeah, it's like, go clear out this bunker. I love that shit because it's like, if the combat's fun, just give me more ways to do it, even if it's not that meaningful. So it's weird.
Right, which was picky. Odyssey for me. Yeah, like the forts and the stuff and the captains, the pole marches and whatnot. Like, that's Odyssey side quests. Yeah, give me, like, I wanted more. I was totally cool.
Yeah.
Lost myself for
Settlements.
hours.
Those were the shitty side quests. Tifril knows
Yeah. But now, in Origins, I find myself, like, breezing through it. I'm skipping cutscenes. I know I'm horrible, but it's like...
Skipping cutscenes? What?
I know. Not like the important ones. Not the main quest or anything.
Okay.
But like, if I'm talking to like side characters for a side quest, I'm not interested in what they have to say.
Okay.
And
that makes more sense then. I was like, what? Main story shit? That's what's cool.
Like, I'm not doing as detailed as I did in Odyssey, and I think it's just because so far it was a lot of repetitive side quests. Running back and forth, and it was bumming me out.
All right, so next couple articles. These are just both from IGN, Jordan Alleman and Adam Bankhurst. These are just quick ones. Call of Duty Warzone and Destiny 2 confirmed coming to PlayStation 5 and Series X. It's news that, I mean, it's news, but, you know,
kind of to be expected.
Right. Yeah, I don't play Destiny anymore. I do like Destiny. I still have not tried Warzone yet. I don't know when I will, if I will.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's not on
Next news, more shit is canceled. Luke Plunkett from Kotaku. 2020 TGS has been canceled. Tokyo Game Show. And not surprising, it was scheduled for September, I believe. The biggest bummer from this is that TGS is one of like the only shows that PlayStation still attends, usually. So there would have been PlayStation news here, most likely. You're bad at Warzone.
TGS just makes me think of 30 Rock. The show in 30 Rock.
Is that their like the show in? Is that the show?
The show in the show.
Yeah.
Is TGS, yeah, the girly show. TGS.
Yeah. I didn't know that's what the show was.
So good.
I've only seen a handful of 30 Rock. I like it whenever I see it. And I had a crush on Tina Fey for a while.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
All right, this is a better article. This is from Jesse Sheeden at IGN. Borderlands movie, Cate Blanchett in talks to stars Lilith. So this is like super exciting, and I hope it happens because I love Cate Blanchett. We've talked about my crush on her multiple times, and we both love Borderlands, and we're excited for this movie. So this is like a fucking on point casting if it happens.
Yeah, I think she'd be perfect. Just she's such a well-rounded actress, and she has the ability to do so many things, and
she's got the look too.
Yeah, like that too was surprised me. Where I was like, oh yeah, holy shit, like that would be fucking phenomenal.
Right. Like, let me pull up.
I did think Kate Beckinsale would also be really good as Lilith.
She would be too, yeah.
So
I
mean, they got
gives you an idea
obviously.
if you don't know Lilith and Cate Blanchett. This is her from Thor Ragnarok as Hela, and then this is Lilith. She's got the cool tattoos. She's skinny, hot. So then, both of them are that.
Yeah, it's Lilith in a nutshell.
Right.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, so I hope that casting actually becomes official and she signs on. Because there's not really any other casting. I mean, Eli Roth is directing it, which is still like up and down on Eli Roth. But if they're doing the right casting and they get the right people, we'll be good.
I think they'll crush it.
Next article. PlayStation sales. It's from the PlayStation blog. Basically just Final Fantasy Remake. Selling a shit ton of copies. Justin Massagill. I will read you. We'll just do the top 5. So, number 1, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. 3, NBA 2K. 4, GTA 5. 5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. So it's your usual shit. They have a top 20 here if you want to look at it at the PlayStation blog. But just Final Fantasy is selling like crazy, which is awesome. And I just wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, it's exciting.
None of those things are surprising, though.
That's good?
Yeah.
No.
So Last of Us 2 leak, we talked about that last week. But apparently they found the hackers. They apparently used an exploit in older Naughty Dog games. This is Jonathan Dorbush and Joe Screbbles at IGN. So they're not affiliated with Sony. Apparently there were updates to older games. Like, I don't know specifically. I think it might have been PS3 games. Like Uncharted 3 and shit like that. That opened up a hole, basically, for them to hack into Naughty Dog servers. And that's where all this Last of Us data was stolen from. So that fucking sucks. But at least they found the problem.
Great.
But it still sucks that Last of Us spoilers are out there. I've avoided them so far. I only have to avoid them for a month and a half now to actually get The Last of Us Part 2. But it's still rough. I am more cautious when there's tweets about just games in general or Reddit threads about games in general if I'm looking at that. Because I look at that, but I just don't even look in the comments anymore to avoid it because I know there's going to be people who are like, oh, video game news? Last of Us 2 spoilers in the comments because people suck.
Just to be douchebags.
Yep, exactly. You still spoiler free, I assume?
I am, yes.
Good.
I'm pretty good about it, usually. I don't know if I've ever really let anything get spoiled for me.
I'm trying to think if I've had big spoilers. Just for... One of my friends spoiled Harry Potter.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, especially because I was so late that I had avoided spoilers, and then I was just talking about how I was finally reading them, and then he spoiled it for me because it got spoiled for him, and I was like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, what a dick.
Yeah. So yeah, that sucks. Bad transition. Sony's VR team is researching a new Valve Index style controller. This is also IGN, Matt Purslow. It looks kind of like this.
Interesting.
I don't know if this image is from that or if this just says a more fingery controller, so it like sees your fingers and you don't need buttons, kind of a thing. Then, so it can track your hands better. Which, if you look at specifically like the Valve Index, that's kind of how they look. Are you well versed on newer VR controllers?
No. Nope.
So you know that PSVR uses like the PlayStation Move wands with the ball on the top and all the buttons on it. So a lot of newer VR headsets use ones that kind of just track. They have like trackers in them. So like this is what the Valve Index one looks like. Your hands are just in there. There's still buttons, but it has like things to track your hand movement even when they're not touching buttons, kind of a thing. So like this is a good display here of kind of how it works and how it sees your hands. So this doesn't surprise me at all, because PlayStation VR 2 is going to be a thing in the PlayStation 5 generation at some point. It's not going to launch with it because PSVR currently is compatible with it, and people aren't going to want to drop $1,000 to get a PlayStation 5 and a VR headset right off the bat.
Right.
This is dependent on cost. This would be when I think, hop in, because I want a PSVR, but the cords and the controllers and like the screen qualities aren't that great. I've heard that it's good for the price for sure, especially because sometimes you can get them for like $200. And there are games exclusive to Sony PlayStation that I want to play, which is why. Because I would get like a Oculus Quest, that computerless one you can get that's amazing, and all the tracking and all the cameras are just in the headset, so you're no wires, you can play it anywhere. And apparently it's fantastic. But there are still games that I can't play on it that I want, which are only on PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been intrigued, but I think it's a couple years out till I'm interested in any solid VR.
Yeah, I think it'll be once a VR2
products.
gets announced, and then you'll be able to play all those games backwards compatible from VR1, and then they'll also have new hot games for the VR2.
I agree with Tivril. I would also like to do that.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much of that. And you just play with random shit. It just seems fun.
Yeah.
VR would be cool. All right. This I just pulled from Twitter, but its article has been over. Star Wars Day was Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
True.
They announced, or they released some free DLC for Jedi Fallen Order, which includes just some challenge rooms, some challenge grids, some new skins. You can do, it's not really a new game plus, but you can play the game again with all your cosmetics. You don't have your skills or anything, which is kind of a bummer, but you can replay it, and then all the chests are already open, so it's like I wouldn't have anything to collect. Just more ways.
That's kind of nice.
More reasons to play, and the combat's super fun, so it's cool. It's free stuff, so
Yeah.
Fallen Order's amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking with EA, they announced their digital-only EA broadcast, EA Play, in June. This is Joe Scrubbles' IGN as well. So June 11th, they'll be covering the show live here at IGN, but then beginning at 4 p.m. Pacific, which would be 6 p.m. our time, right? They will showcase games through a live broadcast, community content, and more. When is June 11th? That's May.
When? What time?
What day of the week?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the weather.
Thursday.
Thursday, June 11th. What did I say it was? In the morning?
I don't know.
Oh no, 6 p.m. So we'll be able to watch that. Sweet.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know what EA is going to show that I'm going to be stoked about.
I'm very rarely interested in what EA has to say or offer to my life.
It's like if BioWare is going to show some shit, so if there's Anthem 2.0 is going to get unveiled, or if they're going to show the next Dragon Age, I'd be excited for those. I don't give a shit about the sports games. I don't really care about Battlefield. I'll be interested, but I never get Battlefield right away when it launches. There was that mystery Star Wars game, if you remember, Project Maverick, that like kind of leaked the image of, but we don't know anything else about it. So maybe that. Otherwise, yeah, they usually have a lot of shit I don't care about.
I really hope that there's something a little exciting, because nothing is happening. It's really depressing.
Yeah. When is someone gonna do their shit? They gotta announce the PlayStation 5 info soon. If they
something.
Sell it
just show me like a corner,
months.
like a dainty ankle from the 19 fucking hundreds. Like, just show me a corner of the console so I know what I'm
Show me it
against.
running some stuff. Give me
Yeah,
a
like
release window. You
just
know?
yeah, like show me the charging cable that plugs into the console. That's just give me something, something to look
Well, it's
at.
gonna be a USB-C cable. We know that. So
Okay, fair enough. But it's like literally there's nothing. They gave us like the specs of what's
right.
inside,
It's like announce it, give us a roadmap. We want to see some
which
games. At least a roadmap like, hey, this is when we're gonna announce our PlayStation 5 stuff, you know?
yeah, yeah.
What
So
game are they
last
gonna
night,
fuck up
actually,
this time? EA, yeah.
on this topic of the PS5, I was sitting around last night and I was like, okay, so they're really like they're holding out. They're holding out on all
Hmm.
the physical, like what it looks like, what games they're gonna have,
We
what
don't know anything,
exclusives.
really, you know?
And my fear is that they think they're hyping us up, and if they drop the ball on this, people
Hmm.
are just not gonna like. They're building the excitement to such a high level now
Yeah.
that there's gonna be a limit that once they breach the peak, it's just gonna be downhill from there if they
Whenever
don't do
they
it right.
tweet anything, when they're like, "Oh, these are the new PlayStation Plus games. This is the new," because
Hmm.
they have marketing deals where it's like, "We'll tweet out this shit about these games and feature them." Kind of. All the comments are always like, "PS5 info. When's the PS5? PS5 news." Which
Yeah,
I don't look in those comments anymore because I know there's going to be like Last of Us 2 spoilers probably, so I
yeah,
don't see them anymore. But it's people are just hungry and all they ask about it's like, well, that's not really what this tweet is about, but we get it. You guys want it. I don't think
yeah,
they'll drop the ball because they're also seeing other things. They're seeing the bad reaction to this Microsoft video last week. Like people were pissed,
yeah.
and then
Well, what did I Yeah, so Microsoft video, they hyped up gameplay and stuff, and like
mhm.
that's what I'm afraid of with PlayStation. They're like holding out and they're hyping
Right,
people
and I
up,
don't think they're
and
at least
like
not self-hyping people up. They're just not saying anything. I think when they
that's
do drop it, it's going to be like, this is the PlayStation 5 reveal event.
hmm
You're going to see the console. You're going to see game
this is what you're getting.
reveals. Yeah,
But
and then
that's
that'll
where I
be
mean,
it.
like the gamers, the gaming community is hyping themselves up
Yeah,
in the wrong ways, where they talk amongst
yeah.
themselves and then whatever, whatever.
That's
I'm
what we
just
do,
like I
man.
said,
We get hyped and then get disappointed.
it's true, it's true.
But then when
And
we
then
don't
still
get
buy,
disappointed, oh man, so
yeah.
good.
But we still buy everything anyways. We're like, man, that shit's
Right.
weak, and then we
Yeah.
just go out and buy the, special editions of everything. It's
I
fine.
don't I don't think I could be overhyped though, because it's like, I mean, I guess if there's no good exclusives, which if they launch
Hmm.
and they don't even show anything, it's like, here we'll show you Call of Duty and we'll show you Madden. It's like then like if it's like that's all it is, then I'll be like,
I
fuck.
will. Yeah, I
But
will
if
be
it's PlayStation
devastated.
5, here's Horizon 2, even if Horizon 2 isn't a launch title and they just show it running and it's like a spring game or something,
Fine.
that like how could I be disappointed in that, you know? Unless
Yeah,
Horizon
just
2
give
looks
me
like
something.
shit, which it won't.
Hell no.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're right.
Right.
It's coming soon. I
Hmm.
know. Feel it. I feel it in my bones.
More announcement events. More Joe Scrubbles at IGN. Apparently, that's all we're reading today. Cyberpunk announced their own specific news broadcast through Twitter. It just says, "Get ready," and a logo. We don't know about the contents of the broadcast. Night City Wire is what they're calling it, which is June 11th. Was that the same day as the EA one?
Yeah, June 11th.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're just going to have some Cyberpunk stream, I assume. So that's cool. More Cyberpunk shit. Always cool. All right, that's all I have for news. I have a couple other things. Do you have more news or news things you want to talk about?
Um.
We could talk about games
No.
here too.
Yeah, like I don't think I had any news that you didn't have, or at least that I deemed worthy of talking about.
That dude does look like Cody.
It was just weird. Yeah, it was just the typical news stuff. A lot of rumors, which I personally don't always like to talk about, so I
Mhm.
didn't.
Yeah. Well, what have you been playing?
I think I talked last Sunday. I finished up Journey to the Savage Planet.
Hmm.
Um,
You were playing
I mentioned that.
Kingdom Come, I think.
Deliverance, yes. I spent that entire day playing that. I really like it, but you brought me Assassin's Creed Origins, which
Yes.
has successfully consumed my life. Um,
Good. Good to hear.
yeah, so I put Deliverance on hold. It's really good. I'm excited to go back to it.
Hmm.
It's definitely a little slower pace than I'm used to, which is good for me and what I'm trying to do with my life general.
Yeah.
Slow
Slow
down and be
things
more
down.
patient. Yeah. So, yeah, but I'm playing Origins, which I've dabbled, chatted about a little bit, but
Yeah.
I like it. Um, I really believe the Assassin's Creed games are going in the right direction with these open world
hmm
RPGs.
Yeah, like actually having a lot more role playing elements in them than they used
Yeah,
to.
and I'm stoked like to be Origins and Odyssey. I'll have checked off my list, and then to just be able to jump right into Valhalla. I'm super excited to
Yeah.
see how they progressively get better and better. Because like
hmm
Origins to Odyssey, you can see a huge jump in like the performance and the visuals and
Yeah. And
the details in everything.
I think one of the biggest rumors about Valhalla that I've read, not recently, but like, I don't know, 6 months ago, was that they're not going to have areas locked off like they do in Origins and Odyssey by your level cap.
Oh,
It's going to be like you can go anywhere, but and then like the world kind of scales to you, which is a common thing
interesting.
sometimes in role playing games. So it's like,
Yeah,
I think that'll be cool as long as they do it right, which they probably will.
yeah.
And I thought about going back to Odyssey. I know we talked about this and playing it more, but I don't want to burn myself out on the styles of games, which happens to me sometimes with massive open worlds. So you get open world fatigue. So I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, no, I haven't really been playing anything. I've been gardening, so that's cutting into
Oh,
my
yeah.
game time.
That's true.
But I did pre-order the special edition of Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice. So with the steelbook,
Yeah.
I did too.
Um, I'm really excited, and now I'm hoping. I was like, is it going to be available the day of, or
It
am I going to have to wait?
says I ordered it from Walmart to get a
Yeah.
discount, and it says it'll
Did you
ship to me that Friday.
did you do pickup today,
No,
or
it's shipping to
no?
me.
You did ship to home.
Yeah, didn't
I
save
did
any
pick up
money,
today.
so
I know, but I like pick up today. I'm like, I'm gonna be there anyways. I might as well just grab it instead of, you know,
yeah.
letting it sit on my porch.
Yeah, so I did
But
pre-order that. I have The Last of Us 2 pre-ordered through Walmart from the last time I worked there. So it has my
mhm.
old discount on my old credit card that doesn't work. If I don't get it, I'm just going to pre-order digitally. Or get it digitally,
That's
because I don't need The Last of Us special edition shit. Like, the Steelbook's cool, but it's not as cool as, like, the Ghost of Tsushima one.
yeah, that's
So,
where I'm at with Last of Us. I'm just gonna get the vanilla version of it and
yeah.
play
If
through it.
they
Like I don't need
do
anything.
randomly switch my payment info and I get it, that's cool. But otherwise, I'll just buy it
No.
digitally that Friday.
Yeah.
I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yes.
So, man, there is a lot of shit in the end of that game that's going on. That's kind of crazy.
Haha.
So, holy shit. The ending was epic as shit. Well, the whole game was fucking epic. Once you get to the Shinra facility and do that, that's like the third act of the game. So fucking awesome. God damn. I kind of want to like restart it and play it again, but I know I have other shit that I also want to play before I do that. I'll have time because the next part of the remake is probably going to be like 3 years out at least.
Damn.
So they haven't even started it yet. There's like pre-production going on, but that's it.
Oh yikes! That's
So
a long ways
it's
out.
gonna be a while, which is fine. But I'm excited for next gen versions of it, because there is some loading tricks. You're going under stuff, you're in elevators, you're going through. It's not, and like it works, and the game's beautiful. So just excited
Cool.
for more of that. But then I started a couple days ago near Automata, which I've wanted to play since it got praised so much, and like I like platinum action games a lot. You do see Genova, yes. Yeah, because you go through Hojo's lab and all that shit, and you see some of your flashbacks and everything. Red 13's there. He's still badass. Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, Nier Automata is really cool. The combat is fun. It's actiony, You have light attacks, heavy attacks, which are tied to different weapons that you can equip. But the biggest thing is you have like this cannon that follows you around that you can press one of the bumpers to shoot. And it has infinite ammo, so I have switched the way that I've played the game, kind of, because dodge is on your right trigger and the shoot is on the right bumper. So I'm actually playing with both fingers on the triggers, which is a little jarring to get used to, because I'm constantly dodging, but also just holding the shoot button on this to do more damage. And
Weird.
it took me a little while to learn it. At first, I was like, I don't like this. I don't know if I could play this game. But once you learn it and start fucking shit up, it's really cool. And the story is really cool, because you're an android made by humans. The humans fled to the moon because this race of robots, I guess that could be called a race, invaded the planet and wiped out the species, and the last few humans fled to the space station, and they've created these androids over years to send back down to try and retake the planet. But there's more going on than that, and that's all that I'll say. So it's interesting. I want to find
intrigued.
more answers.
I know I downloaded it, so I do have it. I did download it also.
Yeah, well, and it's weird, like, it starts in, like, you're in, like, a ship, like an Arkanoid, so you're, like, shooting bullets in this ship, and then you crash into the planet, and then it's a third-person action game. So it's, like, it kind of switches a little bit between that. It's mostly third-person action, but then sometimes it'll switch to top-down during some of your fights, and it's cool. It's a little tough at first, once I learned the dodging a little better.
Interesting.
After you play it once, play it again right away. Trust me. Well, we're at least going to wait till I'm done with Nier, because I'm into that now. And then a little Animal Crossing, but not a ton. It's usually just my workout to do my fossil shit. I didn't play it yesterday. Played today, bought some turnips.
Kind of tapering off as far as, like, I don't know what more I can do. I'd like to clean up my villagers, that's for sure, and get rid of some, but...
Yeah, I hit one in the face a few times with the net to piss her off today in hopes that she would leave. Which is a dick move, but...
Now it's like I just want the seasonal events and stuff, so...
Yeah, and there's more I want to do with my town. Like, I want to make a town square area, but I just don't know what I want to do with it. It's a story thing. Maybe I will, just to see, but...
Wait, which one? Are you talking about Final Fantasy or Nier?
I'm assuming he's talking about... Well, maybe he is talking about Nier. I know Nier's got a shit ton of endings and shit. I've also beaten the game in 2 different ways by removing my CPU from my brain, and that kills you and runs the credits. And then also a battle started and I ran away from it, and it's like they abandoned the battle, and then like the credits rolled. Oh, he's talking about Nier. Okay. I was like, as far as I know, Final Fantasy doesn't do more story shit, so that makes more sense. Nier is definitely not a game I'm gonna play multiple times. I know there's multiple endings and shit, but it's like a...
I usually don't get into that either.
And sometimes I do, but it's like a 30-plus hour game, and I don't got time for that.
Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, I'll replay Final Fantasy VII Remake again, and that's like 40 hours.
Yeah, no big deal. So...
I downloaded some other shit on Game Pass.
Journey to the Savage Planet?
I didn't download that yet. I saw it.
Come on, man.
I did already have My Friend Pedro downloaded. Haven't tried that yet.
Oh, good. Oh, man. See, that one you can jump in and out of. Like, that one, like, you can play for 5 minutes and then, you know, go to your...
Yeah, maybe I'll try it a little bit today, because I don't know if I'm going to have... Well, I'll play Nier at some point. What time is it? Yeah, I'll probably play some Nier, but it's like if I only have 20 minutes, maybe I'll hop into that. I have been playing my keyboard, so trying to teach myself piano, so that's been cutting into some time. It threw in my left hand yesterday. That was a little rough. I haven't used both hands at once yet, but it's like when you're learning your right hand, you're learning the 5 notes, and then it spends a lot of time on each note, and then on the left hand, when I started, it's like, all right, here's like 4 notes and 2 chords, and you just practice. I was like, what? This is so much faster than the learning on my right hand. So we'll see.
Yeah. No, I've never been good with instruments, so I just...
It's fun so far. I'm picking it up pretty good. I bought a Legend of Zelda fucking sheet music book on Amazon. Dylan's like, I wonder why you don't have a girlfriend. And I was like, fuck you.
That's what's up.
As he blows and molests his saxophone.
That's true. Which I'm only good at one instrument, and that is the skin flute. So I will
I can't wait to hear it. Yeah, it's getting
my
there.
ability. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little band going, I'm sure. Can you get Honey to, like, hit a tambourine with her paw?
No, she'll just meow in the background constantly. That's what she'll do. Yeah, I mean, Ryan, you should start to play something to be part of our jam session.
I just told you I play the skin flute. So...
No, but if we want to, like, actually play it, so you can't play a skin flute.
No, I won't. I'll just be your manager. I'll make t-shirts.
Okay, all right.
That's what I'm good at, the artwork.
I knew the skin flute joke was coming.
You're welcome. Yeah. See? Come on, man. You set me up for that.
What's the other one? You said some type of sausage once, and I didn't realize that it was a penis. I don't remember what it was. Keep trying to play Night in the Woods. It's way too close to home. I don't know what Night in the Woods is.
That's not... No, I'm thinking for it.
Woods. Like, it's too relatable to you? Is that why, Gary? Or you just, like, live kind of in the woods? Single-player adventure game. That's all it really tells me. What is the point to Night in the Woods? Is a good reminder that the transition into adulthood, into being responsible, isn't the same for everyone. As it requires a certain amount of sympathy and understanding from adults. But that doesn't mean not holding people accountable, even if they won't. Okay. So it's relatable. Alright, I did pull... Oh, you go.
I was just going to say, I don't think I remember what the PlayStation Plus games...
They suck.
They just come out...
That's City Skylines and, like, Farming Simulator.
Ugh. I mean, I have Animal Crossing and Stardew.
She wants to use $5 to get a video game? Oof. I don't know what games would be $5 right now. There's a sale going on.
For where? PlayStation?
Yeah.
I am literally pulling up the deals and discounts right now.
Yeah, let me see. So there's a hidden gems sale. The game's under 20 sale. I'm trying to think what's good for $5 on this sale. That she would like, specifically. Can I sort by price? Low to high. Well, let's look. Let's take a look. Oh, that's DLC. Sure, that's unrealistic. Well, let's see. There's some sales going on right now, so she might be able to get something. Low to high. Games under 20. I mean, Galaga's always legit. That's a $199 right now.
Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition.
What? Sleeping Dogs? How much is that?
$4.49.
Sleeping Dogs is legit. It's a third-person action game. It's kind of like GTA, but it's more melee combat focused. I love that game. It's brutal with some of the violence, though.
It looks cool.
So like
these men look real nice and muscly.
It's really good. It's in like a Yakuza. It's not like Yakuza, but it's in like a crime lord style system, kind of like that.
That was my first thought when I just looked at it.
It doesn't play like Yakuza though. But it's fucking cool. Sleeping Dogs is good. Let me see. The story's cool. I really like the melee combat. There's a lot of like brutal. You can learn like knee breaking moves, which paralyze your enemies. So like you'll like punch them a couple times and then kick them in the knee, and it just like cracks their knee. And you can do some arm breaking shit. It's fucking sweet. I don't know if Amber would like that, but it's awesome.
Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour.
She probably wouldn't like Duke Nukem. I love Duke Nukem, but
fuck yeah.
He's an acquired taste.
Beach Buggy Racing is $3.99.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's awesome. It's really fun. But I don't know if Amber would like it or not. She might. I mean, she's playing Red Dead, and that's brutal. You do eventually get guns later in the game, but there's a lot of melee focused fights.
Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
I never played Bounty Hunter. She loves Duke Nukem. Well, she could get the old Duke Nukem 3D. I think they added the first Darksiders. The first Darksiders is good. Mark Hamill is $2.99. Mark Hamill voices your companion character in Darksiders, like the Grim Reaper character. Speedrunners is a fun multiplayer game. Donut County I heard is really good. It's short, but it's funny. That's, I guess, $6.49. So didn't I sort these by price? This doesn't seem to be by price.
So Thief is $2.99, and if I click Add to Cart, it tells me I have to go to the PlayStation Store after 12:01 a.m. on February 25th, 2014 to download the game.
What? That's weird.
And it won't let me do it.
That doesn't make any sense.
So, alright, that's fun.
Party Hard she might like. That's where, what did Tiverl ask? Remember when Duke Nukem wouldn't go out with me or Ryan in Dylan's D&D game? Vaguely. That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yes.
Party Hard is a game where you attend these parties and you don't like loud parties, so you kill everybody, but don't get caught at the parties. It's like a top-down
That
8-bit.
sounds like my life.
So she could like that.
The Disney Afternoon Collection is Fortnite.
Cluster Truck is fun. What's the Disney Afternoon Collection?
It looks like some old school Disney side scrollers. Horrible graphic.
Okay.
Scrooge McDuck, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, who were my personal favorite.
I mean, good theme, best theme song. Cluster
Darkwing
Truck
Duck
is a
also
game
legit.
where you have to jump on semi-trucks that are crashing all over the place and get to the end of the level. It's fun, it's chaotic. You can't invert the controls, so it's hard for me. Oh, it's all good. Kool-Aid is now locked in a video chat, so he can no longer watch. I just got text from Amber. But yeah, those are some of the games. It sounds like Duke Nukem is probably the one she's gonna go with. All right, what are we at?
It's a good choice.
We're getting close to an hour. I got a couple. Well, I'll just do this one. Oh shit, is it gone now? All right, we'll still save these articles. I had a good Twitter thread I wanted to read that I found last night. It's like a feel-good story that I will read to you. So this was a quote tweet from Austin Creed, who's a wrestler who's super nerdy. He has a video game channel that he does with some of the wrestlers for WWE called Up, Down, Down. But he's really funny. He's really cool. His wrestling name is Xavier Woods. He's part of the New Day, if you know who they are. But so basically he said, when people trash video games, just show me this. So it's an argument in favor of video games from a quarantined mother. So my 15-year-old son has spent every second of his free time during this pandemic hanging out online, playing video games with his friends. He started by ranking up in the elite tiers of Apex Legends. I am told this is quite a feat. Honestly, I believe it's because it took him and his friends 6 hours a day for a week to rank that high. After that came Sea of Thieves. He joined up with more of his friends and sailed the digital oceans until piracy lost its shine. Also, when two friends started arguing in-game. 2 nights ago, they made a plan to meet up as a big group in Fortnite. None of them really played Fortnite much anymore because the crowd is a little younger, but they didn't want to work too hard at playing. They just wanted to hang out, which is legit. Last night, 6 of them met up again on Fortnite to hang out and play. They were goofing off doing stupid teenager stuff when they met a solo player named Jam Master. Sometimes, if they meet solo players, they're pretty chill, they'll join forces. Jam Master seemed pretty young, but he was by himself and they were having fun showing him what they knew about the game. They invited him to join their crew. Pretty soon they discovered that their first impressions were correct. Jam Master was much younger than they were, only 10 years old. They also discovered that it was his birthday in the morning. The boys realized that Jam Master had been hanging out by himself all night on the eve of his 11th birthday, which he would be spending by himself in quarantine. Clearly something had to be done. Y'all, they threw him an 11th birthday party. They took him on a bunch of adventures, gave him all the loot they could, helped him win a few battles, and made him stay up until midnight so they could all sing happy birthday to him. This morning, as my son told me about their adventures and all the fun they had, I started to cry. I was trying to say something like, "Oh, that's so nice," but tears just were spilling down my cheeks. He could not understand. But can you imagine the disappointment of being quarantined for your 11th birthday, only to be met by a random 6-pack of teenage gamers who decided you're awesome and want to throw you a birthday party? What a roller coaster, what an experience, what an incredible thing to do for a young gamer. In conclusion, video games. Hell yeah. So that's super cool.
That's what's up. Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, I saw that last night and I was like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah, I like that. That's like, I know we have like started sharing stuff like that every episode because it started, I think, when we talked about like the Australian fires and how the gamers and gaming companies were raising so much money and nobody was talking about it.
Right, yeah. Like trying to get attention and to help the situation.
Yeah, and they did, but like nobody talked about it. Like even to this day, like we're probably the only fucking people that talked about it.
Right.
But that's cool. I like that. And that's where I hope people's opinions on gaming starts to change. Sometimes like I can feel it at work. Like if we're in the break room talking about nerdy stuff, like you can feel the energy of the older people in the break room. Like they don't ever say anything. But like, you can just tell that they are eavesdropping because that's what Walmart employees do.
Yeah.
And that they just don't get it and they're judgmental of it.
Mm-hmm. But it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Everybody else just goes home and watches TV for 6 hours.
Yeah.
What's the difference? There's more interaction. The storytelling is better than a lot of TV for a handful of
Yes.
games. Some games are just, action and fun, which is awesome as well. But also, yeah, you're doing more social interaction with stuff.
I get to hang out with my friends during quarantine. What the fuck are you doing, Karen?
Yeah, exactly. Making more
yeah.
pizza rolls. That's what.
Yeah, see? No, so that's cool. That's really cool. I like that article. I'm going to have to find that. I want to share it with
Yeah,
my
I
aunt.
tweeted it, so it's on my Twitter feed. If
So,
you go, I retweeted
cool.
it.
Creep on that.
It's good stuff. But yeah, that's... Oh, God. The singer Betty Wright died, which is unfortunate, but I thought it said Betty White. But
Stops
still,
your heart for a second there.
sad to hear Betty Wright died. But anyways, do you have anything else for the show? Just
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either. We talked about this at the beginning.
Happy Mother's Day
Happy
to all
Mother's
the
Day.
mothers and pseudo-mothers and fill-in mothers and whatever kind of mother you are.
Yes. You're
Guinea
getting
pig
a Mother's
mothers.
Day tree, you
Amber,
said?
that one's for you. Yeah, we're going to go and plant a tree. I think we're going to do one every year.
Oh, that's cool.
I think hopefully like, why not? We have a yard.
Yeah, it was like
I'm
on your
willing to
property
do
somewhere,
it.
I assume.
Yeah, like we have three trees already. So that we're planting. Nope, four trees.
Dog mom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Dog
a dog
moms.
mom, right?
I am a dog mom. She is right there. I think you can say hi,
Oh,
Penelope.
she moved to the other side now.
Yeah,
Hi,
she got a
Penny.
treat.
Uh,
Poppy came home. Yeah. Other than that, no, I think
yeah, follow
that's
us.
it.
LRD Brandon on Twitter and Instagram. Laird Brandon on Twitch and YouTube. You are
Dark
Dark
Siren. 89. Dark Siren with a Y. Sometimes I have to clarify.
true.
89. Literally everywhere. Everywhere. All over Twitter, Instagram. If you're interested.
Yeah. Which is good.
On
And
my
then-
consoles also.
Yeah, my console shit's all different. If anybody wants to know that, just ask me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, 10 a.m., twitch.tv/LairdBrandon, we do the show. They post to YouTube later that day. I'll work on that when we get done here. And then...
If you have news to share, message us.
yeah,
send us
us
questions,
things
send us
you want to talk
news.
about. If you find something interesting, even if it's not news
You want a
related.
shout out? Who knows?
Yeah. Hit us up. Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm Brandon.
Ryan.
Brandon Ryan Game Talk.
See ya.
Have a good day.